It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Off play action. Smart. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Slot man moves right. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. This out quickly to Williams. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
13.
Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Play action. Garoppolo. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play it.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Got ready.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Smart. He'll buy some time right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to improvise. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
11.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On play action, Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jones again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Garoppolo now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Go ahead.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Hey, 626.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 33 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
I got you.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They know that old expression, it's not my night, It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
21, 21.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Able to find Jones. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining.
A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now Rodgers.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.